Is everybody with me so far? No. Does anybody have any questions about what any of these letters mean? Go ahead, Sean.
What does T mean?
T is time. So, like, I'll ask how much money I'll have in my bank after 6 years or after 20 years. So it stands for the number of times you have them. So let's try one of these examples. You're going to flip to this one. Next page. Next page, next page. And the way I know what formula to use, it says it's simple. So I'm going to use my simple formula. It's the next page at the top.
Oh, it's at the top.
Yeah.
You good, bro.
Who can raise their hand and tell me what the principal amount is? What's the initial value? $1,000. It's the principal. It's what I'm starting with. My initial value. It's what I'm starting with. Okay, so R is the rate. What is my rate for this one? Be careful, it's 6%, but what would the rate be? What do I do? I have to divide by 100, so it would be 6.06 or 0.06. In this case, what is my T in this question? How long? What's my time? 4 years. So annual is every year, correct, up here. But for this question, they're asking me after 4. I did that earlier too, because I read it. So for here, I want you to skip number 1 and just go to number 2 real quick. You can work on number 1 if you want to, but I'm going to do number 2 first. Because my formula to find out the total amount is P plus P R T. So plug in those values and tell me what you get. So we figured out what our PR and T are. Plug it in your calculator and tell me what you get. For a brain buck, who can tell me what numbers I would fill where, like what would my equation look like, and what's my answer? Wait.
Wait a minute, I can do
Go ahead, Sean.
Never mind.
Alright, so what does it out?
Yep, 1,000.
Plus the 0.6, right? No.
Almost.
1,000 again.
You have another 1,000.
Then 0.1.
Okay, so this is not counting as a
And then 0.06. And then 4.
Easy.
I put in parentheses because my calculator understands that it's being multiplied, so I put everything in parentheses.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Even the 1,000.
I was always taught to use more parentheses than you needed to because your calculator will get less. But that was just how I was taught. So I put when I'm multiplying things, I put them in parentheses.
I got 1,000.
Correct. So that final answer should be 1,240.
I got 2,000.
How much extra money did they earn from when they started? What did they start with? 1,000. They started with 1,000, so they've added what, Michael? They've added 240. How did you figure that out? Subtract 1,000. And you ended up with 240, right? Remember how we boxed in part of that equation? You remember how we boxed the PRT and it's a party, right? Interest is a party. And so if you put the PR and T part of this equation, just this right here, into your calculator, what do you get? 240. Oh my gosh, look, what we added to the initial amount is the same thing as our interest. Because that's what we added. We added our interest, right? So you can figure out the interest either way. You can remember that it's your PRT, or you can subtract the initial amount. Whichever makes more sense to you, you can use to figure out the interest. Are y'all good so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go to the page that looks like this. And I want you to put a star next to every word problem that has the word simple in it. If it has the word simple, put a star next to it. The first person to tell me how many problems on that page have simple in it can get a piece of candy.
Simple like anywhere.
Wait.
Simple anywhere in the word problem.
What you mean?
You have to star next to the word simple, and then however many, you can tell me however many problems on that page have simple in it. Then you get a piece of candy.
Oh, like we have to find the word simple.
Yeah, that's simple.
No.
So that doesn't include the bolded letters, right?
Simple is
That
simple.
doesn't include.
It's four. It's four.
4.
I say that. Don't you gotta raise your hand. I see three. Let's see, Derek and Eve. Yep. Awesome. Y'all can get a piece of candy.
Yeah, right there.
It was like this the whole time. Say it out loud. How many were there, boys?
4.
4.
Oh, so we can't do any more candy now?
What numbers were they? 1, 4,
1, 4, 6,
7.
and 7. Alright.
Where is 4?
That's at the bottom.
Miss T,
Well,
you
what is
have a
simple mean?
band-aid?
Simple multiplication?
Simple is just this equation. Next we're doing compound.
Yes.
Okay, so now that you have these, let's try one more together. We're doing one more together before you're trying them on your own. Who can tell me what my principal is for this fast class? 5,000, perfect. What about my rate? 3%, but how do I write that as a rate? 0.03.
Also, just so you know, this worksheet is going to be a classwork grade. Only 2 people didn't get 100 and failed it last class, and they were the 2 people who had their head down the whole class.
So what's the timeline? How long am I waiting? 1 year.
1?
It's asking after 1 year.
Okay.
Is it asking me to find the interest or the total amount?
Interest. It says interest.
Total.
How much money would be in your account after 1 year? After 1 year, do you have just your interest in your account?
Not yet.
Or do you have what you had before plus interest? Something plus interest. So we're going to use that total amount formula. So it's going to be the A equals what you started with plus your interest party. So plug it into that formula and figure out how much money you would have in your account. I know I saw it.
Is it 5,000?
So a couple people have already gotten the answer. Or am I gonna wait till more people plug it in?
If you are finished, then go on to the next 3 problems. I am going to be checking. This is a classwork grade anyways, so just finish off those 3 problems before we start the next.
Wait, will that always be the formula, right?
For simple interest. A just
So wait,
means,
Huh? That, yeah.
no, that's your actual, like, that's the amount that your balance. So how much money you're.
This one is compounded interest. That one says simple. We're gonna do compounded interest. All right.
We're almost
So this is a new section. Now we're going to talk about compound interest. So remember we said there were 2 different types and they benefit you when you're in different roles. So we're talking about compound interest. It has a variable rate of change, so it's exponential. How else can I tell that it's exponential? It has this little exponent up here. Y'all see that exponent? That NT? Alright, there's only one new part added to this one. So what does that P stand for? Who can remind me? P is my principal, my initial amount. Okay, what does the R stand for? Who can remind me? The rate. And so in order to find the rate, what do I have to do? What do I, to change it to a decimal, what do I do? I divide by 100. Don't forget that. Okay? And what was my T? T stands for time.
Time.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the special sensitivity.
I would write this right on your formula sheet too. I would write it right on your formula sheet.
Does that say NT at the top?
Yes.
There's X, but it is out there.
So what's the only part we haven't talked about
The
yet?
N
The N.
stands for
So the N is standing for the number of times. N for number compounded per year.
Number of times compounded per year?
Per year.
Per year.
Per year.
So you're writing this down?
the sky.
The number of times compounded per year. So if I said it's compounded semi-annually, what's your N? 2. If I said it's compounded quarterly, what's your N?
4.
If I said it's compounded daily, what's your N? 365. Does that make sense where those numbers come into play? That is not the same thing as your T. A lot of people were trying to plug in like 4 years for it. They're not the same thing. Does that make sense? T is for the time that you're plugging in. N is for the number of times compounded. Okay? So let's look at an example. You're flipping to, wait, this one, right here. Who can tell me what the principal is? 1,200. Who can tell me what the rate is? Jordan. 0.03. I really love that Jordan told me it was 0.03 and not 3. He already divided by 100, and I love that. Who can tell me what the T is? Don't let it trick you, Jeremiah.
5.
5. The T is 5. So what's my N? 2. How did you figure that out, Jordan? It's semi-annually. 90% of the time, it will come right after the word compounded. Compounded semi-annually.
Why is it not? Why is it
Semi-annually.
not
Semi-annually.
If it's
Biannually, biannually would be every 2.
but it's two.
No, this is twice a year, not once every 2 years.
You get the difference. Biannually means
Once
That's the
every
word.
2 years. Biannually is once every 2 years.
Because it has buy in it.
That's whoever wants.
So there is an Olympics biannually. Every 2 years, there is a different type of an Olympics. Winter or summer.
Whatever you know.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
so now we're gonna plug it into our formula. Who thinks they can get it? What is A equal?
A equals.
Kayla, go ahead.
1,200.
Kayla should be the only person talking. Raised to what power? NT. So we're gonna have 2 parentheses 5. That got really small. Sorry. 2 parentheses 5 is up in the X.
Do you guys see that the equation is right above that question? You're just plugging in what you have.
Oh my.
2, it's 2 times 5. So it's in T. So in.
And put it.
Oh, okay.
And so you put those in parentheses. So Valeria just told me it was 1,382. 92. Who thinks for a piece of candy, you have to raise your hand, for a piece of candy can figure out what the interest is?
You good?
Javon.
You said, can I think about it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay.
Everybody can attempt it. The person who can raise their hand and give me the first answer first can get the candy.
Okay, education again. Okay, so
Did you not plug it in?
192.6.
Javon got it. He said education. How did you figure it out, Javon? What did you do?
I subtracted this equation, whatever we got, with the A. Why? I subtracted that, with, 1,200.
Beautiful. Does everyone get what he did?
So what he did was he subtracted what was originally in the bank. Our principal was our initial amount. He took what was originally in the bank and subtracted that from what he now has in the bank. So he did the interest is equal to the principal, the amount minus the principal. So you have your A minus P. So that's what your interest is.
Be careful what the question is asking. So sometimes we're going to ask you for the interest. Sometimes we're going to ask you for the total balance.
Or the total amount, or what's in the bank account, or sometimes they'll say interest, sometimes they'll say what was added, what amount was accrued. So there are different words. So now you have your new formula. Go back to that page where you start the
192.60.
simple and do all the other ones are compound. So you should use this formula instead. So now you should be able to do all of those. Do we want to see one together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Just go back to the example.
So what's the P for number 2?
3,800.
Okay. What's the rate?
Look.
Your T is 6 and our N is what? 12. How did you know it was 12? It says monthly. So you should be able to plug it into that formula up there, and then you get the answer. Once you're done with that one, raise your hand, we'll check your answer, and you can move on to the other ones.